Welcome back to the garden. Yeah, I kind of got started without you. Sorry about that. I got a bunch of stuff planted, but it occurred to me to show you kind of my process here. This is fencing material in here. It comes in sheets. I've got bits and pieces cut off because it's an old, you basically buy it in a roll. It's like 2 foot or 3 foot, something like that. This whole bed is about 2 feet deep. So that works okay, except in this case, I kind of ran out of the full size sheets. So I've got two separate sheets here like that. And then I pin them down using, believe it or not, these stakes are left over from solar garden lights that have eventually failed, but the plastic is still okay. So I use that to stake them down in the corners. And the idea is that kind of keeps the cat from coming in here and trying to dig in the garden. So that'll take care of the cat for now. It's the other varmints that I have to worry about. But meanwhile, what I do is I cut a hole where I need to, if I have a big enough plant. So if it's a small enough plant, I can actually just kind of fit it in one of these squares. I think these are 2-inch squares. You can get it also in different sizes. You can get 2-inch, you can probably get 3-inch, something like that. You can also get something called hardware cloth, which is only like a 1/4 inch. And that'd be great for keeping the cat out, but it's made of metal, so it's a lot harder to work with. And so I've got two of my tomatoes up on the tomato planter, and this is the last one that's going to go in as a patio tomato, and so that hole is just about big enough for me to get that in there. Let me just leave that in there for a moment. What I'm going to do is ultimately I'll pull it out of the pot, I'll stick it in there, I'll kind of pat down the dirt around it, and I've already kind of excavated out. I got to make sure it's deep enough to get it in there. But after that, then I go through, and much like the peppers here, so here's the update. We've got a sweet pepper, basically a bell. We've got the Big Bertha bell, and we've got one of my favorites, giant Marconi right there. This entire bed is all the same snap beans, basically green beans, and they're stringless, but this is Blue Lake. I picked up the one plant, and then I got to the other store, and it was like, oh, it's not one plant, it's a 6-pack. So I put 4 of them in. I got a couple I'll give away. And in between, I've got some marigold there. The nasturtium's not doing all that great. I'll probably pull this one and put another marigold in there. That's the onion that I got up there. So I'm doing pretty good getting all this together. I'm trying to organize some of the sprinkler stuff. This one is supposed to go all the way to the back. Sorry. This one right here is supposed to go to the back. That's why it's kind of hanging right there. Got pulled out. We'll put it back. But that's pretty much it. That'll get that going. I'll put some more topsoil on top of all of this mesh that you see here. It'll kind of be hiding, but it'll also give the soil a little bit more depth for the plants so they're not sticking too proud of the soil. Something I hadn't anticipated, but I'll do that. That's pretty much it. That's the update for the spring garden, at least the first one. I may take a few days off before I try to get to the other one, and I'm only good for like an hour, hour and a half a day, but it's good. It's going to start growing, and we're going to have some fruit. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.